Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shot clock, man. Hey, make sure y'all support Bakari Fashion, man. Uh, this episode will be hosted and is promoted by Bakari Fashion. BKARRI Bakari Fashion. Make sure that y'all go cop some Bakari Fashion. Right now, Rob, man, what's going on, man? What's the word, bro?
I'm chilling, man. You alright?
Yeah, you still asleep? I see. Look, wipe that
I'm not
sleep out
asleep
your
at
eye, my
all.
brother. High school basketball, man, it's going down. Playoff is right around the corner. Um, man, a lot of good matchups, a lot of heavy implication matchups that's going to be taking place. Um, some district championship matchup games, some people who trying to soul up that number 4 spot, or somebody who's maybe trying to bump from the 3 to the 2 spot. So it's going to be a lot of key matchups going on this tomorrow and on Wednesday as well.
Mm.
A key matchup is going on right now. Matter of fact, 3A that is with Trinity and New Waverly. Trinity sitting at 5-6. They need this win, but New Waverly is undefeated in district play and also is ranked in the state for 3A. So that's going to be a tough win, but Trinity needs this win if they want to have any type of hopes of making the playoffs. They have to win this game today. Man, Rob, anytime, man, jump in, chime in, man. How
Oh,
you
I'm just
feel? How you
sharing the show
doing, man?
right now, man. I'm sharing the
Okay,
show
okay,
right now.
okay.
I'm sharing the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, I've done it already on the Twitter side, both GA Hoop Scout and the Boss of Hard page. Make sure that I shared the show. Um, if y'all haven't done so, make sure that y'all share it, like it. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the shot clock, man. Greater Houston High School basketball show. I'm finna share it on Facebook here pretty soon. Man, Rob. Okay, so what?
I'm listening.
Man, Rob got COVID on the
Hey, man,
shot
people got
clock,
it's
man.
called regular coughs, bro. Like everything.
Hey man, every time you sneeze, cough, anything is everybody says COVID. But no, Rob, what games are you looking forward to seeing this week, man? This before the end of this season, like how do you think everything's gonna go, man? You think somebody gonna get bumped?
Of course, it happen every year.
Mm.
Like a favorite, like a regional favorite, gonna lose in the first or second round.
No, no, we talking about bump from even like some teams was fighting for fourth, who maybe we
Oh
thought
yeah,
was going
yeah.
to finish fourth place, but they still have to play to get that spot, man.
Like
So
Don't South Springs and
South
Langland
Springs and
play
Lakeland Creek,
tomorrow.
yeah. And so that's going to be a big matchup for them.
Yeah,
Because the winner goes to playoffs. So,
yeah, that's gonna
sheesh,
be play. That's a playoff game, basically.
sheesh, that's tough. Um,
Of course we gonna be at the. I can't wait to go to South Falls and South Ranch for the district. For Ranch, this is the for the outright district title,
yes,
and
yes,
for Falls, this is for the co district title. So, me and G Day Hoop Scott will be in attendance tomorrow, 7 p.m. at South Falls High School. So.
yeah. I'm gonna be there a little early.
Yeah, I ain't getting there right at 7, but that's when the game start
Yeah,
though.
I'm gonna be there a little early, man. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that game on tomorrow,
Um,
man. A lot of
Clearbrook,
key. Yeah.
Clearbrook and Clear Falls play each other too, right? I don't know if it's tomorrow or Wednesday
No,
for
they played. I just had to take off the Scully cap, man. It was getting a little warm. Um, but I'll put it back on for the sponsorship later on. But no, you're right, man. Oh man, a lot of good matchups.
yeah, Summer Creek versus Seed King on Wednesday for Seed King playoff life on Summer Creek senior night.
I
Um,
mean, C King has to win that game in order to get into the playoffs. That's
yeah,
a must win
yeah,
game. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have to bring it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough environment, like you said, because it's going to be senior night for Summer Creek. Summer Creek has really turned things around, playing like a well-oiled machine right now, right before the playoffs is about to start. So we're gonna see how badly the Panthers want this. How
you got
badly they want it.
you got a prediction?
I don't have a prediction, man.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm just,
I would wear it, but it was getting a little hot, man. Um, it was getting a little hot in that Scully cap, man. But no, some good matchups. We're gonna go through real quick. So you got Kuntz and Woodville. So this is an interesting matchup because Kuntz is 10-3 in district, Woodville is 9-4. So if Woodville beats Kuntz, right, you can have three teams who are all 10-4 in district, and they've all would have split a game with each other. Like everybody has beat each other. So that's going to be crazy to see how. So I guess I don't know how that process is done. Maybe you do because you've been here longer than me. Um,
uh,
when there's three teams who have split, they all beat each other in district play and all end with the same record. Like how do they? You can't do a play-in game because you got. So how you do a double coin flip? Like how does that?
I
How do you
have
do a coin flip playoff? Like
I do not know.
do you rock paper scissors? I mean,
I do not know. I don't. I wanna say it's a double coin flip, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like a. I want to. I'm like, don't quote me on this, but I think it's like a bit like if you play rock paper scissors 2 out of 3, like it's a double
okay,
coin
okay,
flip
I
like
got you, I
that.
got you.
But I'm not sure. I think that's how it go.
Okay, okay. No, Mr. Dudes. So Kingwood got a task City on Wednesday. See, King got Summer Creek Wednesday. See, all Kingwood needs for a task for Kingwood needs for C King to lose. So if C King loses and Kingwood loses, Kingwood is
Kingwood
still
in.
in. Now, if C King wins and Kingwood loses, then C King is in because C King has beat Kingwood twice. So they over the tiebreaker. And then if Kingwood wins and C King both win, then Kingwood's in because they'll still have the better district record. So C King has to win this game, and Atascocita, I mean they're locked in already district champs, but they they still that's still gonna be a tough game for Kingwood. Um, not saying anybody can beat anybody on any day, anytime. So it's going to be interesting to see what really takes place and what happens. But that's the route for Kingwood to get in. They have to beat Summer Creek at Summer Creek, and then Atascocita has to beat Kingwood, and then see King will get that fourth spot in the playoff. Okay, okay. Yeah, he said that Ozen Central and Nederland, he did that years ago, and they flipped to see who played in the playing game. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
well, I said I think it's a
Okay.
flip.
Yeah, so it's things gonna get interesting, man. Like I said, and so so if Trinity loses, going back to 3A once again, Trinity loses, and then if they lose, then Anderson Shiro is automatically in. Um, but if they win and Anderson Shiro loses, then Trinity will be in that fourth spot. And that's 3A, District 22. So it's gonna be a lot of tough matchups. 4A, we're gonna jump over to Region 4. We have a championship game on deck for tomorrow. Stafford versus Lamar.
Mm,
Now, this is another one of them situations that can turn out crazy. If Stafford wins, then Stafford wins district. Brazelport gets second, Lamar gets third. If Lamar wins, then them, Stafford, and Brazelports will all be tied at 10-2, and they all have beat each other. And so that would go to that, like you said, possibly doing a coin flip to see who's going to do the play in for the championship, etc., etc. So
mm-hmm.
that can still turn into kind of a 3-way tie if Lamarcus is at home. So that makes the game even more interesting. So if
Mm.
Lamar can beat Stafford on tomorrow, they play at 6:30 p.m. Lamar versus Stafford. If Lamar beats Stafford, then Lamar, Brazoports, and Stafford will all be tied for first place in district. He said it will be a three-team tournament. Interesting on how y'all will pull that off. Coach Pittman. Coach Pittman's on the line. That's Coach Pittman
Oh, Coach P
from
coming through with
Brazo. Yeah, from Brazosport, man. What's going on, Mr. Raspberry? What's going on, Mr. Brown, Mr. Dews, Mr. Pittman? Like, hey, on the Facebook side, please share the show. Just real quickly, hop back on. Um, man, Mr. Pittman. I wish I could get. Oh, ooh, yeah, Mr. Pittman, man. You have to get you on the show, my brother.
yeah, bring Coach Pittman. Coach Pittman, man, we need you to come on, man.
Coach Pittman, I need you to.
Oh, he say Team A and Team B play, winner plays team. Oh, that's tough.
So
And
who? How do Coach Pittman? Hold on, Coach Pittman.
Coach Pittman, man, we need you. We need a favor, man. We need you to get on the show.
I need you to Coach Pittman text my phone.
Coach, we
Coach Pittman text my phone 217-652-4128. Coach Pittman 217-652-4128. Text my phone, Coach Pittman. I definitely want to get Coach Pittman on the screen.
yeah,
Um,
facts.
on the screen. Because Brazoports. Oh, he said, "Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad." Coach Pittman watching the movie
Ah,
with his wife. Hey,
hey,
next time, Coach Pittman. Next time,
Coach.
Coach Pittman, you ain't supposed to be watching us if you
Yeah,
watching the movie. With you. That's why he says shh, because he's supposed to be watching the movie. Hey, we
Coach
get it.
say
So
y'all. Coach say
that's
y'all
gonna be
blowing up the spot.
interesting, and that's gonna be real interesting. So, man,
So what days would they do this on? Cause
I
the
don't know.
playoffs
Hey,
start.
Coach Pittman
Coach,
got all
what?
the answers, but he can't
Coach
talk.
Pittman, what? Hey,
He
I'ma
can't talk
ask
right
though.
now, man. You gonna get him in
Nah, if
trouble.
he
Look,
can
if you
text though. He can
hold
text
on,
though.
we us men got to stick together. So if Coach Pittman get in trouble, we gonna get in trouble. We can't be letting Coach Pittman get in trouble because then we gonna get in trouble.
Facts, facts.
But
Hey,
no,
Mr.
that
Raspberry.
district is gonna be crazy. So all man,
Well, I mean that's all depending on if Lamarck win though,
yeah,
cause Stafford,
I'm
Stafford.
just saying it's possible. Like they're at home.
Oh,
That's not gonna be there's not gonna be an easy task for Stafford on the road. When you play district teams, you're so familiar. The coaches are so familiar with the other coach tendencies, what he's going to do, know the players. Like it makes it tough. So that game's going to be a really tough game. Um, it's not going to be easy. He said that's a bridge that we'll cross when they get to it. Mr. Dude said that's why he put the wife to sleep with the
with
hippo.
the hippo.
Hey, Mr. Dudes is a mess, Coach Pickens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, don't
don't
worry
mind
about it.
Mr. Dudes. He a mess.
Hey, so one of them, like, if that would happen though, that scenario would be crazy because they really like three of the top teams in Region 4.
No, they are.
So like one of
They are.
they like out of them three, one of them might play each other 4 times in one season.
I mean, it's possible.
That's crazy.
I feel that one of them will be going to state from
Yeah,
that from
facts,
Region 4.
facts.
From Region 4, it'll be one of those three teams.
Because one of them, whoever get one, like the probably number three, probably gonna end up going on one of their side though, right? Like they'll end up seeing them in the playoffs somewhere.
Yeah, the number 3 team.
Dang,
Um,
so you might have to beat 2 teams from your district.
yeah, whoever gets that third place, they will meet each other third round, I do believe, and then whoever gets the second place, they have the chance of playing them in like the regional championship game, like how Summer Creek and Atascocita
Yeah,
met up last year. So
yeah.
first and second had the chance to meet for the regional championship game. But whoever gets third place will end up. See you later, Coach Pittman.
All
Whoever
right,
gets third
coach.
place will end up. They'll end up playing in the third round. So the game right before regionals.
Mr. Raspberry, I just said it. We're gonna be there tomorrow. We're gonna be there tomorrow.
Mr. Raspberry said they no need to be nervous, Mr. Raspberry man. Just go out, play, man, have fun, be loud, be rowdy in the stands. Um, That's it, man. I don't want nobody to get no text. I don't want nobody to get kicked out the game.
Ah man, I hope they don't come with that.
No,
Hey,
I just how, but I'm just it's a district championship game. You know how some referees are at times. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to say, man.
yeah,
Whoever got the, if y'all looking at this, referees, whoever got the game tomorrow, South Falls and South Ranch, man, let them play, man.
yeah.
Let let Maneki and JoJo, you know what I'm saying, get rough with each other down there for a lack of a better term, man. Cause y'all know they gonna get physical down there, man. Let them play, man. We don't want
Oh
all
yeah,
them.
no, Mr. Raspberry. We know
Oh
it's gonna
yeah,
get
no,
heated.
yeah, we
I
want
just
that.
don't. I just
Yeah,
don't want the refs to be like we have to set an example. Like let the kids know beforehand. Hey, look, we're not gonna have all this ticky tack, but we're gonna kind of, you know, we're gonna kind of let y'all play a little bit, but don't be like you do one thing, I'm throwing you out of here. Like you gotta let the kids play. It's gonna be a playoff atmosphere, district championships on the line, co-district. Like it's just gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a packed house. Man, it's gonna be a heck of a game. I'm excited that I'll be in the building. I can't wait for it tomorrow. Um, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun.
facts, facts. I
Oh
can't,
man, I'm echoing now.
I can't wait. This guy.
I can barely hear y'all. I don't even know why I can't
That's
hear
cause you
y'all.
in the gym,
That's
man.
because you got
Can y'all hear
19
me?
basketballs. Yeah, we can hear you. It's because you got 19 basketballs bouncing in the background.
No, it's not that. It's my phone volume is horrible.
We can hear you though.
That's a bet.
All right, man. So speaking of Rob kind of jumped the gun a little bit and went all the way to 6A 24. Hey man, it's cool, Rob. It's
That's what
all
I
right.
do.
But before we get there, 4A, um, you got Hardened Jefferson versus Livingston on tomorrow. Hardened Jefferson sitting 11-0 in district, undefeated, number one. Already got district sold up. Already the district champions as well. Now, if Livingston needs to win this game,
Mm-hmm.
um, because if Livingston loses this game, then they will be the fourth seed, and the fourth seed from this district has to play Silsby in the first round of the playoffs. So I think Livingston may want to come out and try to get this W to keep themselves from falling in the number four spot. Because right now you have Livingston, Huffman, and Hampshire Finette all sitting at 7-4, and so Hampshire Finette and Huffman have games who, on paper, they're just supposed to win automatically, like on paper. What's going on, Coach Pillar? Um, And so if they win those games and then Livingston loses this game, this puts Livingston at the number four spot. And that's gonna they then Livingston's gonna have Silsby in the first round of the playoffs. And I don't anybody can be beat. I say that all the time, but that's just a tough task to have for your very first first playoff matchup, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough. But hey, somebody got to play him. So Livingston versus Harden Jefferson. The game is at Livingston. Um, like I said, Harden Jefferson's undefeated in district play. It's going to be a tough game, but Harden Jefferson um, should still come out with this win. I know, Mr. Dude, y'all telling me that they lost R.J. Sears, man. Um, but I still think they should win the game. But if Livingston can pull it off, then it would come down to uh, probably a coin flip. I don't know if they do playing either playing or a coin flip between Hampshire Fournette and Huffman as who's going to get third and fourth. Like I said, whoever gets fourth place, they have to play Silsby in the first round of 4A basketball. Rob, you got anything?
Now that's tough. That's tough. But like you said, I think Boy Jefferson should win. If I'm Livingston, though, I'm going all out because, like you say, anybody can beat anybody, but I don't want to play Silsby in the first
Man,
round.
where them Valentine's Day gift, man? Where's the Valentine's Day gift at, man? You supposed to be
Oh
rocking them.
man, they at the crib. I forgot to
You
bring
supposed to
them.
be rocking them on the phone.
Yeah, I could have had them on. The AirPods would have been clutch right now.
Yeah, still staying in 4A, moving over to District 23. Mickey Leland versus Yates. This game is on Wednesday at 5:30. Now, Yates won the first matchup. And so Yates is sitting with one win ahead of Mickey Leland. If Mickey Leland can beat Yates this time around, they split 1-1, and then we know HISD coin flip. So with the Mickey Leland win, they could possibly, with the coin flip, end up taking third place in district, and that will put Yates at number 4 in district. And so if Yates win, Yates keeps the number 3 spot. Mickey Leland still stays in the number 4 spot. Rob, who you got in this game?
Man, it's a tough game. We seen this first game.
We did.
Man, I don't know. For some strange reason. I don't know. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna take Yates because Gucci playing good, and the freshman they got playing good too. Um, it's gonna be a closer game than the first game, though. I think Morgan Hayes gonna be, trying to get in that playoff mode. I think he gonna play better than he did the first game. Not saying he played bad, but it's gonna be an interesting game if y'all don't know what it's gonna be at. It should be at Barnett. The first one's at DJ Ingram.
Yeah, I don't know the actual location of the game where
Yeah,
it will be held at.
but that's a pretty good game for people to see though. That'll be an interesting game. I think it, but I'm gonna take Yates. I'm gonna take Yates.
Okay, still staying in 4A, District 24. Um, you got Sealy versus Royal. Now this game is for the 4th place. Whoever wins the Royal and Sealy game, they lock up the number 4 spot in District 24. Now, however, first round they have to play Booker T. So that's going to be a very very tall task for either one of these teams,
Mm-hmm.
Sealy or Royal. But um, it's whoever wins makes the playoffs, and so I don't know who's going to win this game. It's going to be tough.
Well, I miss the dudes on my head, bro.
Hey man, he just trying to see if you had the tamales in the gym, man.
Oh my god, my head.
All the time.
So that wraps up 4A. Um, lot of solid matchups taking place. Like I said, that Stafford Lamar that can make things really interesting in that district as far as seeding goes for 1, 2, and 3. Um, Livingston got to come with it. Mickey Leland still has a chance to bump themselves up so they don't have to play Navasota in the first round of the playoffs. Um, Now, I will say if Mickey Leland does get the win over Yates, and then they do win the coin flip and Yates gets 4th, Yates is good enough to beat Navasota in the first round. I see Mickey Leland struggling with Navasota in the first round. Yeah, we know Sills be something else, man. We already said that, man. The team who we feel sorry for the team who gets them, very first round of playoffs, man. And then just games after that. Um, really hoping we get to see that Silsby versus Booker T championship game. That's gonna be really interesting, man. For 4A Region 3
Man,
out there in Lufkin, right? Nacogdoches, where's that?
Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's that Huntsville. It's at
Huntsville, Huntsville,
it's
Huntsville.
Sam
No,
Houston
no, no,
State.
no, 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 no. They moved it.
Oh,
They
okay.
moved it. It is not at Sam Houston.
Okay.
So I think it is. That's why I said Lufkin. I think it's in.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Jalen. Like that. That's the man. And I know we ain't there to that game yet, But that's the interesting matchup. Yeah, it's in Lufkin now. I thought so. Yeah,
Okay,
it
yeah.
got moved. Um, but that's the interesting aspect of the game is the contrast. So they have the bigger. They're gonna get the rebounds, Booker T, but Silsby scrappy guards up and down in your face, 94 feet, just pure raw toughness. Man, it's the
Yeah,
contrast of the game
that's
makes it
the
an interesting
contrasting
game.
style. Yeah.
Man,
I say it all the time.
I think it's
Styles make
dangerous
fights.
to try to run and play Silsby style. It's always hard to beat a team trying to play their own style. Um, it's gonna be a tough matchup, man. Really good game. We're gonna cross that bridge when we get there, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, they said that Lufkin High School is a nice gym. I heard that, Mr. Lewis. I heard that it was. Jumping over to 5A. So more interesting matchups going on here in 5A in District number 20. You have Cleveland versus Porter. Um, New Caney is taking on Montgomery, and then Dayton at Lake Creek. Now, Cleveland gets the win, they're in, guarantee. Boom, their spot is sealed. They take number 3 in district. Montgomery needs to beat um, New Caney, but New Caney's already locked in at the number 2 seed, and that's not going to be an easy task. But they need to get the win to make the playoffs. Because if Lake Creek gets the win over Dayton and then Montgomery loses, then that puts Lake Creek in at the number 4 spot. And so it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, I know Cleveland moving to 6A next year. That's going to be really interesting to see how these games play out. Um, like I said, Cleveland's playing Porter. Cleveland should win that game. Um, so that should guarantee them their number 3 spot. But if Cleveland loses, Montgomery wins and Lake Creek wins, that goes, all three of them will have the same exact record, and all three would have split. They all have split games with each other this season. So everybody has beat each other in district play. And so then you have within this scenario, you have the number 3 and number 4 seed open on the line. So somebody's gonna be out. And so I know we ain't coin flipping for this one. We're gonna
No.
have to do like what Coach Pittman was saying, um, the ABC little formula that they're gonna use. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how everything plays out. Like I said, Cleveland with the win that secures them their number 3 spot. If they lose and Montgomery and Lake Creek both win, then all three will be tied. Now, if Lake Creek wins and Montgomery loses, and let's say Cleveland loses too, then Cleveland still holds number 3, and Lake Creek jumps in and takes that number 4 spot. So interesting, man. It's same thing. So if Montgomery wins, Lake Creek loses, then Montgomery gets it. Um, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how all these matchups take place on tomorrow. Um, Still staying in 5A basketball, you have Needland versus Crosby. If Needland could pull this win out, then that would force either a coin flip or a play-in game for the second place in district. Um, and so the game is played at Crosby, so you know it's always tough to steal one on the road. And I know kids like to shush the away crowd and get that win on the road, but this is gonna be a tough one to get. But if Nederland can get this W, then they'll be tied. They both have the same record in district, and the game will either go to a coin flip or they'll do a playing game to see who gets the number 2 and the number 3 slot in district. Excuse me. Now on to this next district. Um, District 22. Goose Creek and Manville's already in. Goose Creek, they're done. The season is regular season is done for them. So you can expect to see them probably at whoever they probably gonna play upon their opponent's playoff game, which would be Barbers Hill. Um, so that they'll probably go do some scouting, um, just to see what Barber Hills has. See how they're playing right now compared to how they played earlier in the season. Manville's already got their spot locked up as well. So now Laporte, who is sitting in the number 3 spot, is not. It's not a lock yet.
Mhm.
They still have to win. They have to beat Galveston Ball. If they beat Galveston Ball, they lock up the 3rd spot. Now, if Santa Fe, who was playing Baytown Lee, and Texas City, who was playing Friendswood, if if they if Texas City and Santa Fe win and Laporte loses, then all 3 of them are tied, and all 3 of them have beat each other. And so that's why I say there's a lot of districts with scenarios where it's going to be 3 teams tied with the same district record, fighting for last spots and 3rd and 4th spots to get into the playoffs. And so they will probably have to do the same thing, the A, B, C little playoff format, just to see who's going to get the what seeding and who's going to be out of the playoffs.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And honestly, the more that I think about it, and that's why I wanted Coach Pittman to be able to get on to elaborate more on it. If it's going to be done the way I think it's going to be done, it's tough. So if you have Team A, so let's say we're drawing straws here, right? G Day, Rob, and we're drawing straws, and I draw the short straw. Ant draws the middle straw. You draw the long straw. So the person with the long straw, they say you get the bye, right? So okay, you automatically in the playoffs. Now we are playing to see who's gonna have the chance to get in. So then if Ant beats me, now I'm out of the playoffs. And now y'all just playing for the 3rd and 4th seed. And so
Mm.
like I don't even get to be double eliminated. If I lose one game, I'm done.
And you're out. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you get a chance to win and lose and still be in.
Yeah.
And
That's
if Ant loses one game, he's still in because I mean, if you lose one game, Rob, because you had the long straw, you're still in because you had the bye already. And so then it sucks for me. And so
yeah. That's what it sounds like. Cause when I went back and look, you say Team A and Team B play, and then winner plays
the
Team
winner
C.
play Team C.
So yeah,
Yeah,
whoever
so
lose that first game,
That-
they out.
That's a
that's
that's
tough. That's tough, man. It is. So it's gonna, like I said, man, all these games is gonna be interesting. Laporte, all they gotta do is get this W over Galveston Ball. It's not gonna be easy win, but
Oh,
if they can get it, they secure their number 3 slot, and then the battle for number 4 will go between Santa Fe and Texas City. Um, Now, if they both win the game, they'll either do playing a coin flip. If they both lose the game, same deal, playing a coin flip, or whoever wins and lose, vice versa. So if I mean Texas City wins, Santa Fe loses, Texas City's in. If Santa Fe wins and Texas City loses, then Santa Fe's in. I say, y'all know what I mean. I tongue tied myself right there. Um, so hey, man, crazy playoffs. 5-8-24. It's already set. Um, Marshall number 1, High Tire number 2, Foster number 3, and Angleton at number 4. And then 23, 5-8-23. Um, it's already set for them too. I know Madison's number 1. Um, Sharpstown, I know they're number 4.
North
Northside
side number
is
3.
number 3, and Sterling's number 2.
Yep.
I went a little out of order, but um, and so that's already set. So first round, you will see Madison versus Angleton.
Second year in a row for that too.
Okay. Madison versus Angleton, Sterling versus Foster, Northside versus Hightower, and then Sharpstown versus Marshall. That will be your first round matchups. Uh, from those two, your by district class matchups, if you want to be technical, what they call. Man, so that's 5A, 6A. Um, gets a little crazy as well, but not as crazy as 5A. So first off, you have Region 2 for 6A. So whoever wins this game between Oak Ridge and Conroe gets the final spot for the playoffs. So Oak Ridge and Conroe is playing each other to try to secure, that final spot for the playoffs. Now, the District 14, that's District 13. District 14, 6A. Westfield had to suffer 3 forfeit losses.
Only
So
three.
only 3. So right now they are sitting at second place at this moment, right? Now, if they beat Spring, then they still win district because that'll
Mm.
be their second time beating Spring.
And that's game tomorrow, right?
Yes. So that game is a district championship game.
Mm. At Spring.
Yes. So if Westfield could beat Spring, then Westfield still, even though they had to have the 3 forfeit losses, they still are district champs.
Mm.
That's what I'm talking about right there. It's
Still are district champs.
because that was a Foolie Wayne situation.
All right, man. Ooh, excuse me.
Mm. That's crazy.
And so that could take a turn. That could be very interesting. Um, what happens in that district?
Yes.
Um, District 15 is set already. Klein Collins, Klein Forest, and Tomball Memorial. Those are your 4 teams that's in the playoffs. Um, right there. District 16, we got the championship game tomorrow. The outright championship and co-championship. Cy Falls versus Cy Ranch, 7 o'clock at Cy Falls High School. It's going down. That's where we gonna be.
Get
Um,
there early.
just let y'all know off top where we
Get
gonna
there
be at.
early.
Um, it's gonna be crazy atmosphere. Good game. If Cy Ranch wins, district champs. Um, shout out to Cy Ranch as well. Hottest team right now in the city as far as win streak goes. Um, so shout out to Cy Ranch. Um, got a lot of kids breaking school records over there. Shout out to those students as well, Dubum and Ryan. So, um, congrats once again to those guys. But they have a tough task in taking on the Golden Eagles of Cypress Falls. Hey, it should be electric. It should be some posters. Um, it should be fun and exciting, man. Like
Yeah.
we said, we just hope the refs don't get too much involved and try to be, uh, tech, because we want to have full. The refs have to have control. They do, but you can't just take off a hand. You gotta give some warnings. You gotta let them know, hey, let's play
Yeah.
clean basketball.
Yeah.
Um, and let's not just see one ref blow all the whistles, please. I've been to 2 games, 2 games in a row. It's tough to see one ref blow every single call. Um, so and then also 16, you still have Side
South
Springs versus Langham
Springs
Creek.
and Langham. Yeah.
Winner of that game gets the number 4 spot for the playoffs. Side Springs versus Langham Creek. Honestly, nobody was expecting either one of them to be in this position. And so, shout out to both teams, man. Only one can win.
Whew.
Only one team can win. It's gonna be a tough game. Um, and so we're gonna see what happens. All right, District 17. As it sits right now, Stratford is the number one team. Side Creek number two. Side Ridge number three. Side Fair number four. Um, so right now, Side Fair is already locked in to play Lamar in the first round of the playoffs, and then whoever gets third.
Ho. Don't they got to do a coin flip for one? Miller and
Oh,
Lamar? Miller and
they,
Lamar got to do
they
a
already
coin
did.
flip.
They already did that.
So Lamar got the first seed?
Yes, and Bel Air number two.
Wow.
Seriously, Lamar
Hey, Mr. Walker don't he did it right after the game, Rob.
I didn't know he did it. Okay, so that's why they got. So it's no co-champs. It's
Um,
Lamar won.
yeah.
So Stratford's number one. Who they got to play tomorrow?
He what's
Wednesday or Wednesday?
They got South
they
Fair,
play Cy Fair last game.
and South
Cy
Creek
Fair.
played
So
Northbrook.
as of right now, so even if Cy Fair wins tomorrow, Cy Fair still be in fourth place, regardless if they beat Stratford or not. Like that's not changing.
But
Now,
Stratford, would they put Side Creek in first?
yes, if they beat Stratford, then that puts Cy Creek number one in district, and then that puts Stratford and Cy Ridge will have to do a coin flip for 2 and 3 spot.
Hey, shout out to Coach Van Duzen, man. Lamar Texans got it done, man. I
That's
ain't.
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know
Yep.
if anybody picked them to win that district this year,
What
but
what G dot? What G dot? Hey, that's pitiful.
probably it was girls playoffs
It was,
today.
yeah, girls. Yeah, shout out to all the girls team who started playoffs today.
Yeah.
Man, Bel Air got
Wish
a
them,
national
wish
ranked
them
player.
success. Um, I don't know who to really root for on the girls hoop
Oh,
side. I know Summer Creek's good, Shadow Creek's good. I know Tompkins girls is good. Um, Fort Bend Dulles girls is tough. And so that's them the only teams I know really for the girls side. Um, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Mr. Raspberry, HISD do not do no
Yeah,
playing game.
HISD they don't
They
do
do
playing games.
all coin flips, no
It's just
playing
straight.
game.
damn.
He ain't doing no playing game. If you're tied for first, you're flipping every time.
Yep,
Now the
yeah.
fourth spot, I don't know. The fourth seed, I think you got to do a playing game for the fourth seed. But if it's one, you
I
flipping.
don't honestly since I've never seen a playing game in HISD.
But I don't think nobody ever tied for fourth though. Like you. Now that's the only thing I had to say. Like uh, Andre Walker,
Yeah, Mr.
uh,
Walker.
Mr. Walker, cool dude. Shout out, Mr. Walker, man. You can't make nobody do a coin flip for fourth place though. That's just
If
blasphemy.
I'm the coach, I'm not doing no coin flip for fourth place.
No, you can't. You
We
can't make
playing
me do
that.
it for. Yeah, we playing that. I'm not
If
putting my seniors
if
playoff.
I'm the coach,
No,
we're not doing a coin flip for first place either. We playing that.
it's. I don't know if that's in their bylaws.
It may
If you
be,
if
but
you if you're split,
I'm not splitting with no. Hey, if I had a chance to be the champs, I want to be the champs.
cause like
Hey,
if Bel win tomorrow, they gonna have the same record as Lamar, but they're gonna be the 2 seed.
Yeah, they get the 2 seed
so I got a question. So if Bel Air lose the first round, is that an upset?
You say if who lose the first round,
Bel Air.
who
because
would
they
they
could
play?
possibly play Cy Ridge first round.
Or Side Creek?
They could probably play Side Ridge.
No, Cy
Yeah,
Ridge.
yeah, that's what they locked in. Well, if Stratford lose tomorrow,
Yeah,
things are
if Cy
shuffle.
Fair beats Stratford, then that would shake
It's
things up.
shuffle things. But yeah, that tentatively right now they scheduled to play
Yeah,
Side Ridge.
Oh man.
yeah.
Would that be an upset? It depends on how you look at it. Like you gotta look at it from both. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it
I
from.
don't know. It'll be a good game though.
It
Hey,
would be a good game.
no, I'm just trying
It'll
to
be a
see
good game.
national players ranked in the nation playing on teams. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Mr. Dudes, I don't care if it's the fourth seed. I'm playing because I want to go to the playoffs, and I don't care because four seeds won last year in the playoffs against first seeds last year.
Facts.
Yeah. They did. Fort Bend Bush won last year in the playoffs. That was a 4 seed. They won the first round.
They did. I'm playing. I want to play. If I'm tied for fourth, I'm playing every time. Like you can't make me do a coin flip, man.
I mean,
I'm
that's
not
tough. Like when
not
you
doing
really
a coin
honestly sit here and think about it, like
That is tough though. Like that's like you can't make nobody do that. Like a fourth
flip.
seed
why would I choose to do that though? Like
Exactly.
ain't that much luck in the world. And
Nah. Like seniors, we not
that's
going to the
tough,
playoffs
man.
this year. We did a coin flip. We lost. What?
Yeah, like so District 19, in 6A set Seven Lakes, Tompkins, May Creek, Cinco Ranch. Those are the four in. Now everybody still has to play, their games or whatnot. So Katie Taylor gets Seven Lakes. Cinco Ranch plays Maid Creek, and then Katie plays Tompkins. Now, if Cinco Ranch beats May Creek, then they both will split, and they probably will do a coin flip or play in for the third and fourth spot. Um, if Katie Taylor can upset Seven Lakes, th- then Seven Lakes and Tompkins could eventually play for the first spot, do a playing game for the first spot. If that's only if Katie Taylor is able to upset Seven Lakes, and Seven Lakes is playing at home. So that's gonna be a tough
A
task.
tall task. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's on Wednesday. Those games is on Wednesday. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be a tough, tall task. For them. District 20, man. This is the Fort Bend ISD district. With the exception of George Ranch High School, because they're Lamar ISD. So you got Elkins number one. You got Ridge Point, Clements, and then you have Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Monday, Mr. Raspberry. Monday,
whew,
next Monday.
um, so Ridge Point plays Travis.
This district locked in too, right? They just got
N-
to figure out the seed.
Not yet.
Well, Travis tweeted that they made the playoffs for the 14th season. So if they the fourth seed, they must
No, you
say
right because they beat Bush twice.
yeah. So they
So
locked in.
even if them and Bush tie, you right. See, I had to think about that. Look, you right. You right. So yeah, so yep, Bush. Even though Bush overall record's 22-13, they not gonna make the playoffs this year.
What's more advantageous, play in or coin flip? Gito, you want to answer that?
Hold on, what was the question?
Mr. Jordan say, what's more advantageous, play in or coin flip?
Um, I mean, a coin flip is a 50-50 chance, so I would rather get beat and like rightfully get beat, not get beat because you had a 50% chance to beat me. But I would rather get beat because you beat me you outcoached me in the game, or one of your kids hit a buzzer beater, um, or one of my kids made a dumb technical foul and kind of swing momentum. Like I would rather lose that way than to flip than say I got heads and it lands on tails. And
Mr. Jordan, right? I'm finna ask you a question. Your son is senior. They tied for fourth. And he say, Daddy, coach gonna do a coin flip. You happy about that? Like I get it. Like you could but this how I look at it though. You can step out of bed and get an injury, right? So like would you as a parent put your child's senior year last game on a coin flip? That to me, the coach is doing any senior an injustice by doing it, especially for fourth seed. That's just my opinion. If it's me, I'm in the coach office. Like, man, coach, he
he
said he.
said he'll be cool with it, man.
Hey,
I,
that's I can't argue with you,
Hey,
Mr. Jordan.
that Mr. Jordan, you can't lie like that because that could be that's the difference of sometimes kids getting scholarships. Meaning, like, if he's a senior and he needs to show more to a college coach, he needs more games, and he don't get in the playoffs because of flipping a coin. Nah, heck no, because that fourth seed could maybe get him to be the first seed, then be another seed. Now you talking about a kid in the third round as a senior, he might get a better chance of getting a scholarship. Nah, heck no. That flip coin crap is trash. Like we just need to play.
Shout out to Bakari Fashion. Make sure y'all get some Bakari Fashion, man. That's the sponsor for today's show. Is Bakari Fashion. Bkarri. Y'all can Google it. It'll pop up, man. I promise you. Bakari Fashion sells everything: sweats, t-shirts, bags, hoodies, hats, scullies, you name it, they got it. If you're trying to match up an outfit, they got solutions to be able to match up an outfit, match you with some shoes, some whatever. Bakari Fashion. Um, Shout out to Bakari Fashion, man. It's
Facts.
hot, so I gotta take it off.
G Day Junior.
Yeah,
support
yeah, man.
support black businesses.
Yeah, man.
I think if a team knows who they may be facing in the playoffs, can determine whether the play-in is worth. Mr. Jordan, hold on. Do we got coaches on the? I think Mr. Curtis, Coach Stewart on here. I think Coach Rito on here too. If we got any coaches on here, Coach Rito, Coach Taji, Coach Stewart, if y'all in the fourth spot, if Nimitz in the fourth spot, and they say, Coach Taji, you could do a flip or a play in. What you doing, Coach? Let me know. Is you flipping a coin or do you want to go play that game? I'm not disagreeing with you, Mr. Jordan. Your opinion on it is your opinion. You said you'll be cool with it. If I'm the coach, player, the parent of the player, I'm in the coach office like, Coach, we gotta play this game. Cause like we said all the time, anybody can beat anybody. So who knows? You might make a run. Let's say winning a play-in will put you up against Westfield and losing will put you up against a weak team. No, that's different, but I still want to like. It's different if we know we going to the playoffs and it's seeding, but I'm saying like you don't know if you gonna make it. Like you fourth spot.
He said it's just for conversation, bro.
And
Oh,
I'm not
fact.
I'm not I'm not running from no competition, man. Like I ain't teaching my kids to run away from no competition. So I don't care if it's Westfield or whoever. Like I'm not running from it. Like that again, that's trash. Like as a coach.
All right, so District 21. Once again, Sea King. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Sea King has a chance on making the playoffs, but they have to beat Summer Creek and
For real?
A Atascocita has to beat Kingwood. So if that happens on Wednesday, if Atascocita beats Kingwood, and if CE King can beat Summer Creek Wednesday, then CE King gets the number 4 spot for the playoffs. However, if CE King loses, then it automatically goes to Kingwood, and that's District 21.
Yeah.
District 22. This district is crazy right there. Because you got Sam Rayburn, South Houston, and um, Deer Park. I couldn't think of the name. So Deer Park, South Houston, Sam Rayburn. They are all sitting tied at 4-7 for the last spot. And then you have Pasadena, who is 3-8, one game away. And so Pasadena's playing Sam Rayburn. So there's a chance that Pasadena could beat Sam Rayburn, and they both be 4-8. And then South Houston has to play Dobie, who is undefeated in district, so they could be 4-8. And then Deer Park has to play Pasadena Memorial, who is second place in district, and they could be 4-8. So you could have the last 4 teams in this district all sitting at 4-8 overall. for one final
for
spot for
one's
the
final spot.
playoffs.
Mm,
Mr.
that's
Jordan, man, I plan on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see no 30, 40 point basketball game though. I want to see 60s, 50s, high 50s basketball game. I do. Cause that overtime game with Pearland and Shadow Creek and nobody scored 40 points. That's tough.
Hey, G Day, real quick. I forgot that people can't respond on Twitter, right? Twitter comments.
Yeah, yeah.
But Coach Taji just he tweeted a response on Twitter. This is what he said.
Okay.
He said, because if it's fourth or fifth seed, you have to play in all
Yes.
capital letters. He say anything else is subjective, especially if you don't have depth and you don't want to risk injury. So like that was the scenario. I guess he talk about like if you tie for third or fourth, and you don't want to play Westfield, whatever, you might do the flip. But if it's fourth and fifth, you got to
You
play
playing.
the game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you. I got you. Got you. Appreciate that, coach, man. Because I just feel you should play it anyway. Um, I
He
just
said,
I just I just know that I'm competitive by nature. Um, and so I would, even if we're tied for first place, I want to play the game. If we tie for second place, I want to play. If we play for third, for fourth, I just want to play the game. I do. I rather lose. I rather you beat me, like beat me, and then I deserve. I take that L versus I have to take an L because of a coin flip. Sometimes you have some people be like, I don't care where I go in the playoffs. It don't matter. Um, because eventually I'm gonna have to meet up with tough team anyway. So, but if there's a chance that I can avoid, excuse me, maybe giving myself an extra game, then I mean I would try to take that route. That's just me, just my opinion. But yeah, on the Twitter side, for those who are watching on Twitter, because of Twitter doing spaces now, I mean, and they alerted me in December. I just forgot about it. Because of spaces, they have taken out like the comments on the videos, which is ran by Periscope. So you can't comment on videos no more in Twitter until they get it to where you can comment on spaces. So as soon as they figure out their algorithm to where people can start commenting on the spaces conversations, then it'll come back to where you can comment as well from the Twitter side for videos. But as of right now, you can't do it. So uh, if you hop on YouTube, Boston Hard TV on YouTube, it'll pop right up. Or if you get on the Facebook, it's Boston Hard Scouting Service on the Facebook side. Um, you could join in on those platforms as well because we're streaming simultaneously on all three right now. And so we have comments like I'll show on the screen real quick for those who are on the Twitter side. Like Mr. Dudes is on Facebook, as you see, the little Facebook symbol. Then my guy Jalen is on the YouTube side. Jalen, Javon Hill is from Kansas, uh, so he's not even from Texas at all. He's from Kansas. Fred Payne's from Louisiana, and DeAndre Thomas is from Louisiana as well.
hey, DJ, one more thing. He
Yeah.
say this one more comment he left. He
Oh no,
say
no, you good.
he say I want to play. He say I want to play regardless, but some teams go 10 to 12 deep and some go 6 to 7 deep. You would hate to get a sprained ankle in a meaningless game with no depth. So I understand that,
I
but
I get that too. I do. I understand that. I just, hey man, everybody putting on tape today before the game. Everybody tape the ankles. Hey, we borrowing football pads to put in
whatever
our
we got to
girt.
do.
We borrowing the football girdles. We putting football thigh pads on underneath shorts. Uh, we gonna be ready, man. Ant is in the car. He on the Drake dark limousine mode right now, man.
Hey,
Look,
Mister
look,
Dude,
look, look, Drake dark limo. Look, Drake Dark Limo mode, man. Look at that.
Mr. Dudes, I don't know. I ain't gonna say how good that district is, but I sure do want y'all to play Pasadena
Great
Memorial in the
day,
first round.
love, you made me by the beat. Yeah, look,
So
the guy in the black, he in the limo mode. Drake, man. Nah, yeah. I don't know who they gonna get.
I want I ain't
Pasadena
trying to,
Memorial probably.
that's who I want them to play. I want
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
that
Robert
game
Miller. Yeah, Robert
versus
Miller versus
Christian
Christian
Dudes.
Dudes, man.
Ooh, ooh. It's a whole
Battle
bunch
on
of
the
smoke
interior,
right
man.
there. Yeah, yeah. Cause I want to see your son against Robert Miller. I
No,
like matchup.
that'll be a good matchup.
Matchups. Yes, sir.
That'll be a good matchup, man. That'll be a heck of a matchup, man.
Heck of
Robert
a
Miller
matchup.
versus Christian Dudes. You know, Robert Miller he's a sophomore.
I got
Leads
my
the leads
I
the
got my money on dudes.
he leads the state in shot blocks per game. There's a lot of schools on them, and so this is a way for you to help your case by playing against a kid who is supposed to be a guaranteed division at this moment.
Correct.
A team who coaches are really looking at, and you go and yeah, look, he said we want to go up the chimney, yes sir. So you go and you outplay him, and you're blocking. He's not getting the blocks he normally gets. You're killing him on the interior, and that helps your case. So
Yeah, facts.
that's
You
I
feel-
think that's why we want to see the matchup.
That's definitely why I want to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I wasn't trying to speak for both of us, man. That's why I
Why
said,
ain't know that?
oh, you good, you good, you good, you good, you good, man. Settle down, right, hoodie, Rob, man.
Hey man, I'm in playoff mode, man. I'm in playoff mode.
So we know that you are happy that Joe Burrow did not win the Super Bowl right
Oh,
now.
man, look, I watched
That ain't Joe Burrow
two.
fault though. That's that trash coach calling a run play at the end. That was trash.
That man not trash. He made it to the Super Bowl, man.
Hey, that was trash. He he
I
he,
feel it
he
was the
choked.
refs.
He
It
choked.
was
Nah.
it was a
Aaron
lot of
Donald,
laundry being it was a lot of yellow laundry being thrown at the end of the game.
Aaron Donald
It
lined up
was.
in the neutral zone. He was over.
A lot of
Aaron Donald was over the line.
I'm
floop,
telling you,
floop, floop.
if he would have never went for that run play and kept the ball in Joe Burrow hand, they probably could have won.
I
But yeah,
watched
so
two
Uh,
minutes of the Super Bowl.
shout out to the
who?
Rams.
I said I
You
watched
did?
2 minutes of the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Oh man, dang.
Shout out to the Rams, man.
Shout out to the Rams, man.
Congrats to the Rams. District
Time
23.
for old Beckham to retire.
District 23, 6A. You got Shadow Creek Dawson tied for first place.
Marlon Lowe say M block.
Pearland Strake is going to be your 3 and 4. So Dawson gets Pearland on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Shadow Creek is playing against Hastings, and uh, I think Strake is done, right? No, they're not.
straight
But
got
it
it.
doesn't. I don't have that game up here for some reason.
I'll be at the LM. Oh, Coach Pittman back. Shh. Don't say nothing because Coach Pittman ain't supposed to be on.
So they got to be playing Elsick then. Okay, so Strake is playing Elsick.
Yeah.
Strake is playing Elsick on Wednesday. Pearland's playing Dawson Wednesday, and then Shadow Creek gets Hastings on Wednesday. So Shadow Creek, Dawson, and Pearland. Shadow Creek, Dawson, Pearland, and Strake Jesuit is all in the playoffs already. This is District 23 in 6A. Shadow Creek and Dawson has split, so they're tied right now. If Pearland can go to the Eagles' Nest and beat them on Wednesday, then Shadow Creek will be outright district champs, and they will take the 1 seed. If Dawson is able to beat if Dawson is able to beat Pearland, excuse me, them and Shadow Creek will be tied. Possibly a coin flip to see who goes 1 and 2 in District 23 for 6A, and then that will also tie Pearland and Straight Jesuit at 9 and 5 for that 3rd and 4th spot. And so we could possibly see another coin flip to see who gets the third and the
third
fourth
and
spot
fourth spot.
in this district. So a lot of interesting things that could take place. Um, oh yeah. We know where you're gonna be tomorrow, Coach Pitt, man. We know you're gonna be tomorrow, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Rob, every time. Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Now I know he did get face masked the one time. I got that, but in the first quarter he held. So that's kind of like a I let you get away with a pass interference. So okay, but every time they said his name, they scored a touchdown. Every time the commentator said he's the best defender, he did get the ring in the end. You're right. He got the ring in the end, but every time the commentator mentioned his name as the best defender, they was catching the ball on him. It just didn't look good
Hey,
at that
he was
when they
getting
were
he
saying
was
that.
getting abused. He was really getting abused.
Hey, put Marlon Lowe coming up. That's for Ant right there.
A kid
Hey,
from A League just
hey,
won the
listen,
Super
listen.
Bowl.
You
Hey,
talking
that's
about
crazy though.
basketball though?
No, that's true though. Like, yeah,
No, no,
like,
no. I know you're talking about basketball, but
yeah,
Yeah,
a
man, ain't
kid
no
from A
Ailey
League played.
Taylor,
He
no
played for the
Elsie.
Rams. It's a kid from A League. He played for the Rams.
facts.
So shout
Yeah.
out to that
Shout
kid.
out to them.
Nah, low. That's because ain't no more coaches, man. Coach Dunford retired just recently, like last year. So Coach Castanet is like the last one there, but the coaching ain't the same and ain't leaving no more. And it's
Yeah,
a little different.
but a lot of people ain't a lot of people is moving out though too though.
What?
Like the
Don't
Moving?
culture is
man,
changing.
A leave.
Yeah. No. Facts. Yeah, A Leaf is. That's what I'm about to say. Like, A Leaf is totally different now compared to what it used to be with the athletes. And there's a lot of people who live there. They moving again, like we said. A lot of kids moving to the suburbs and stuff for better life. So it ain't the same no more.
He said it was by coincidence, Rob, that his face mask ran into his hand.
Man,
On to the last District 24, 6A District 24. Dickinson, district champs. Shout out Coach Jason, um, and the
5 out of
Gators.
6 years.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Jason and the Gators, man. Dickinson district champions. Clearbrook, Clear Falls play each other
Hold on.
on
Who
Tuesday.
who got district champs?
Dickinson.
Dickinson.
Oh man, Rob, did I call that early in the year? Did I say that?
Didn't you say in like episode 5 you don't remember who you picked, but you remember that?
Hey, I remember that, and I lost the one with Side Creek. It depending on how I have in Stratford.
You probably did pick Dickinson. I know for sure who I picked.
Yeah, I picked Dixon and I picked Side Creek. You had Stratford. They up there right now.
They was talking. Dickinson was talking crazy on the video too, cause Jason brother was talking crazy. That boy said, "We don't win one year and then start talking. We 5 out of 6, baby." I was like, "Whoa, okay, we like that energy." Talent all over there can't afford to move. LOL. Hey, so what is it, Lo? Why is it not like it used to be? Is it the coaching? Is it the culture? What is it? That's because Lamar ain't been the same. Mm. So they playing. So South Falls and South Falls, Clear Falls and Clearbrook playing for second place, basically. Winner
Yeah.
get
So if Clear Falls wins, they get second. And if Clearbrook wins, they get second. So yeah, they're playing for second and third. Clearbrook and Clear Falls. So
that's
whoever wins gets second, and the loser will get third. And then
culture.
Clear Spring and Clear Creek has split, but Clear Spring gets Clear Lake, and Clear Lake is out. They're out of the playoffs, so they could play spoiler here. But Clear Creek has to beat Dickinson to have a chance to have a playing game with Clear Spring, and that's
Okay.
going to be a tough task for Clear Creek.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would if Clear Springs and Clear Creek play a playing game, I would like to see that. That would be a good game. If Clear Creek can pull off the upset against Dickinson.
Yeah, Lowe said it's culture. That's the difference in A Leaf. The culture is just it's not the same.
Falls won the last
That's
matchup.
true.
Was Falls. Yeah,
They
it
did.
was. It was.
Um, man, I just want it to be a good game. I don't care who wins, only because I'm just interested to see where everybody's going to fall for playoffs. That's it.
Yeah.
So if Clearbrook wins, they take second place, and then they'll play either Pearland or straight Jesuit first round playoff. Um, so I mean, you still have contrast and styles matchup. Um, if Clear same thing. So if Clearbrook loses and they take third place in district, then they're gonna play either Dawson or Shadow Creek first round.
So so G Day,
So
let me ask you a question.
yeah,
So whoever gets second, right, from this district, they pretty much gonna go on that road that we was talking about the other day when we was on the phone. Like that road where they could potentially play those teams, that's gonna be the road, whoever get that second spot.
yeah, second or even first, like
Yeah.
um, because let's say we'll just do because they're second and third. So second, so the first round they would get either Pearland or straight Jesuit. That second round, you're gonna run into a Tascasita. So I mean, that's the playoffs. Like there's no easy game. Like
Yeah.
you
And
got to come to win. It's win or go home. And so
I wanna I'm but
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, no, the game is it's at Clear Falls. Um, and so it's
yeah,
you never know because like Lowe said, Falls won and the game was at Brook. So
yeah.
and that's 2 years in a row.
And it
Uh,
went kind of like similar too. Both
yeah,
game,
two
both of
years
them.
in a row that Sly Falls beat Clearbrook at Clearbrook.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Coach
it's
Self.
gonna be interesting to see. I just really want to see what these playoff matchups is gonna look like.
So who
Um,
got the fourth seed in District 16 in the are they still playing for that fourth seed?
District 16.
Yeah, in Region 2. I know it's
It's
Westfield
gonna be
Spring,
between
Nimitz.
Side Springs and Lake Creek is playing for fourth place.
No, what district am I talking about? I'm talking about Westfield District.
That's District 14.
14. Who got the fourth seed out of Eisenhower and Decaney and Aldine Davis? They still fighting for it? Because I
Hold
know it's
on,
Westfield Spring, Nimitz locked it to third.
hold on. Let me get to District 2.
My bad, y'all. I'm in playoff pairing mode. No, forgive me.
Parent, you ain't no parent.
No, I said pairing, playoff pairing mode. Since you like to be Mr. Articulate, playoff
Hey,
pairing mode.
you said
You know he
parent.
the he
Yeah,
the
he the
teacher.
teacher. Yeah, he the
You
teacher.
said parents with the T on the end. I heard it.
I know that. Parents.
Sorry, Rob, bro. Sorry.
Rob, tell G they stop bullying you, bro.
He always trying
Hey
to be
man.
a bully. He
Hey,
trying to bully
listen.
me about my conversation. You're not speaking in complete sentences. Man,
Hey,
we ain't at
listen,
school, man.
real quick. I'm gonna tell you like I tell the kids. Y'all use the word bullying too
Oh,
much.
Mr. Coach Rito say Davis and Ike play for fourth. If Ike wins, they have to play again.
Okay. See.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yeah, we appreciate you because I had to navigate and
He say,
I wasn't prepared for what Rob was talking. Rob jumped to a whole different region.
man, Robbie. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah,
Oh,
he got
shout out Grace Christian too. I went to their game. They won 69-47 over Galveston O'Connell. Galveston O'Connell Prep, second time in the week that they won. Probably gonna see them again to go to state and taps 2A. Just wanted to say that.
so who's playing for what now again?
He said, I asked you
Repeat
who was
that.
playing for fourth in Westfield District but Coach Taji said Ike and Alden Davis playing. If Ike wins, they got to play again.
So what about? Okay.
So Decaney is totally out. Yeah, Lo, I guess so. I guess Decaney is out. Cause I know Ike play Davis tomorrow.
Okay.
Ike play Davis tomorrow.
Yeah. So if Davis wins, Davis is in there.
Yeah, if Davis win, they in. If Ike win, they got a playing game. So there you go. Fourth seed got to play again. So Nimitz locked it to their third seed, and then Spring and Westfield they'll figure that out tomorrow. 1 and 2.
And that's tough.
Westfield be one. Shout out to the to the family, the Crusaders, district champs. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
The who?
last game of the season was today.
For
For the Lutheran
Taps.
district
You talking about
champs.
Taps? Speaking of
Yeah,
private
undefeated.
schools, shout out Episcopal
Oh,
for bringing
Big
back
facts.
the SBC championship. You could call it the state championship, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to Episcopal for winning the SBC championship. Big time play the whole weekend,
That was
not just the
big.
one game. Big play the whole weekend for Justin Bay.
That was big.
Um,
That was
so
big.
hey, Houston is fine, man. I've been saying it forever. But everybody always say, "Oh, you an outsider." I'm whatever. I'm an outsider, but I think Houston's fine as far as basketball goes.
Hey,
Just how I always felt, man.
I gotta call that man Chimp every time I see him now, man. That boy, hey, like you
No.
say, the whole weekend he
Shout
played.
out, yeah, no, he played well the whole
That
weekend.
boy had the
Shout out to the whole
onions.
team, man. Episcopal,
Facts.
the Knights, man, for bringing home the ship. Last year, State was supposed to be played at Episcopal, or the SPC championship was supposed to be played at Episcopal, but COVID shut everything down, so the SPC didn't do a championship last year. They just had like whoever won the South Division won, and whoever won North Division won. They didn't have an outright champion. So Episcopal had it on their mind, man. It was supposed to be, at our home last year. We got cut out the picture because of the uncertainties of whole COVID and all that stuff. So, this year we go to Dallas and we take it, man, versus a very, very tough Green Hill team. Shout out once again to Episcopal Knights, man. Play really good basketball, man. All right, so Mr. Jordan says, I have a question for coaches who are listening and watching. If you tie for first in your district, are you hanging a district champs or district co-champs banner in your rafters?
I think they put district champs up there. I be looking because some years I be there when people tie like in HISD, but I think they put.
He said asking for a friend. I don't know what they do, Mr. Jordan. I just know that if I was a coach, I would strongly advocate for playing the game. But that's just me, man. But I would advocate to play. I would rather play the game. I don't want to be a co. I just want to be either the champion or I'm second place. In the great words of Ricky Bobby, Dad, if you ain't first, you're last. So before we let y'all go, we're gonna run through this top 10 plays of the week.
jam. Now another steal, and a layup, and Odemi brings the ring. Can't even see what's happening, and here is Oyemi again with another jam, one hand.
Getting a screen from Pouncey, a K inside. Caleb will jam it home. Will jam it home.
.7 seconds left.
Rob, put that muscle away, man.
Hey, man, in the words of Bill Raftery, man, onions. Hey, boy, that's the temp right there, man. That's the temp right there.
To win a state championship, buzzer beater shot, tough, man. Tough.
Hey, in the middle of the week, I thought we had a hands down number one play. Shout out to Duba Manicki.
Yeah, no, I don't.
When you make a three, like a game winning three, like
not just a game winner,
state winning,
championship winning.
Let me put some respect on that,
yo. State championship winning three. That's big.
That's big.
You know, Duba's dunk was big because the kid jumped with him and he bodied him. But to win state championship, that's tough. Like,
yeah,
that's tough. You win a state championship on the 3-point shot. Hey, I seen it last year in person with my guy, man, Arsenal, man. Hey, that's big clutch. Shout out to all the kids who on top 10, everybody who sent in submissions for videos. Appreciate all of y'all. It was a lot of buzzer beaters like that were big time, like game, like make it to the playoff buzzer beaters. A lot of solid dunks as well. In there too. So this year's top 10s have been way better than last year's top 10s, man. Yeah. Now last year when you get to like the 3 through 1, we had some tough ones.
Yeah.
But like that 1 week we had, I think it was week 12, the week when Sean shattered the backboard. Like it was a lot of crazy plays.
Yeah,
that week,
I remember that week. Yeah, we had the
the
Larry Lyons dunk.
Yeah,
it was It was like 4 number ones on there, basically. That would have been number ones on any other week.
Yeah, that one was a tough one. But hey, we just want to say shout out to everybody. Thanks everybody for taking out just a little bit of time in your day. We talked about where everybody's looking as far as the playoff goes. Official playoff brackets will be available Saturday night, Sunday morning. We're gonna get everybody riled up because we're gonna make some picks. We're gonna have a live bracket with picks made just to get everybody riled up, man. I said nobody sent it to me, Mr. Dudes. The Jared Harris off the glass. Nobody sent it to me.
Say thanks to
or nobody tagged me in it. Coach P says, Rob, thanks for coming out to Clear Lake to watch the game.
Hey, Coach P, that article dropping in the morning, Coach. The article dropping in the morning. in the morning. It's coming hot off the press. I got you. Good morning, Tony.
Yeah, so yeah, the Jared Harris dunk, man. Jared, I'm sorry, but nobody sent it to me, or nobody even tagged me in the dunk. So I don't go through Twitter, and I'm not a scroller, man. I'm not. I don't sit there and just scroll. Um, that's not what I mean. That's not what I do. I mean.
Mr. Dude's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, hey, on Facebook I'm horrible. I'm worse. I'm worse on Facebook than any other platform. Um, DM me on Twitter, please, or DM me on Instagram, Facebook. I'll get on there every once in a while. But yeah,
Hey, if y'all want to know, see G-Day being modest, y'all want to know where y'all going in the playoffs, we going to have our brackets filled out on Sunday for
that's why
y'all.
I already said that.
I know, but you
I
said
said
it
we're
kind
gonna
of
get everybody riled up.
mellow, though. I wanted to throw
But
some
that's my
enthusiasm
voice.
on
You
top
want
of
me?
that.
How you want me to sound?
Elated, like happy to speak
I
about
am
it.
happy.
Okay. This man the shot. Hey, shout out to Coach Ed Willis. He the first dude to shoot the show from 3 different locations.
Man, he was in the gym.
Gym in the
Then he
car.
went dark. He went dark limousine Drake mode. Look, now he got on a coach's shirt. Change. He done changed his shirt. Look, his microphone muted.
Shout
I
There
out to
you
bet
go. There you go.
I
Stafford.
been had this shirt on. I had on my jacket, put my jacket
Oh,
Yeah,
see
we
now you
going
at
we gonna
home
be in this gym.
eating the tamales, man.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah,
that
no.
boy
Shout
had
out to the
3
big
dunks
kid who had the 3 dunks in a row.
in a minute.
He's a junior. Goes to Taft Street High School.
Yeah, Frank.
That was tough, man. Yeah,
Ooh,
I know. Possible Crosby versus Marshall matchup, second
ooh,
round. Um,
ooh.
I got Marshall.
Man. Ugh,
You know,
ugh.
man. Hey, I wanted to see that matchup at the Lamar Consolidated Tournament. It didn't happen. I was expecting to see that matchup. Um, but I just that's just my opinion, man. I stand firm on what I said. Uh, back in September, October. When I said he's one of the best point guards in the country. So just is what it is, man. I just now seen this
Oh,
comment.
I got what he talking about. He talking about Ant.
on. Dory?
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Once again, man. M block all day. Martin Love says, man, y'all know what time it is, man. We appreciate everybody once again for tuning in. Hey, grassroots basketball is just around the corner as well. Make sure y'all making wise decisions. As
Yes,
far as
wise
where y'all want
decision.
to play, because you don't want to just be sitting on the end of the bench just to say that you just to say that you on the team. But if your goals is to truly play collegiate basketball, make sure that you get somewhere where you can develop, where you can get better, and where you can compete. College basketball is not meant for everybody though, and that's at every level. I'm not just talking Division One. A lot of kids can't cut it at playing Division 3 basketball, NAIA basketball. JUCO is a whole different beast. Um,
For real.
it's not meant for everybody. So if you're just doing it to have fun, man. Look, I can't tell nobody how to spend their money. Um, if you want to play just to have fun, keep your kids out the streets. Hey, do that. Like,
The raspberry on your head, boy.
what's going on? Huh? Oh man, no. Hey, hey, I'm just excited to see the game on tomorrow. I ain't processing anything. I got to make sure that I hit up. I got to hit up the coach just to make sure we all good, because I know that it's playoff time and teams is starting to get a little tight, especially administration who don't normally go to games. They starting to be like, "Hey, you can't film. Hey, you can't do this. Hey, you can't be here," because they worried about somebody if you're trying to sell film to another potential playoff team and all this, it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy. And I know administration big focus is football. Uh, because most administrators are the football coaches. Uh, but so I'm just gonna make sure I do my due diligence, contact the people I need to contact, to make sure that we're all squared away for tomorrow. But no processing, Mr. Raspberry. I don't need to think about anything except for having a good time on Tuesday and Wednesday at these basketball games and hoping to see kids come out and compete and play hard and ready for this playoffs to get rolling. Because I want to see who's going to be able to go to state. Because whoever's there, I'm championing them the whole way.
We riding.
And then it's straight to grassroots basketball after that, man. So it's that time for all the seniors. Hey, leave it all on the table, man. Don't look. You can't take none of this with you. You gonna make a lot of good memories. But make the most out of them, man. Don't leave a game talking about, man, if I would have. No, just do it. Just do it. Like it's about winning right now, and making. It's always been about winning, but
Yeah.
it's the playoffs. Like if you really trying to make that push, now's the time. Like you know, all hands on deck right now. Fellas, any closing remarks, man, before we go?
I'm in playoff mode. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all enjoy y'all night. See y'all tomorrow at South Falls. Don't come at 6:30 if you want to get in.
Oh yeah, y'all better get there early. It's gonna be packed.